that coin!
Hello, friends.
Get that coin!
Thank you for the daily coins.
Get that
Shiro,
coin!
Foxy, Mira, thank you so much. Hello to hello to each of you. There's actually one thing I need to change.
Get that coin!
That coin. Do we have any image? Hi, Azan, welcome in. Do we have an inventory? We can see if the things that we've bought. Yes, I have to remember the command. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Is it gold coins inventory? Nope. Not that one. Hello, sweetie pie. Hello, Dusty boy. Aren't you cute? I think it's linked to each individual shop. Yeah, it's linked to each individual shop. So first we choose the shop. And with that,
Get that coin!
we do a poll. What are you buying today, huh? Did the app break end? Am I late? I'm late. Hello everyone, it's me, Prime Minister Nugget. I'm running the stream today. Yeah, how do you like those apples, huh? Hi there, Foxy. But yes, hi everyone. We're going to be learning some art. If you do prefer the other model to Nugget, do let me know. But otherwise, Nugget is going to be here teaching the class, or learning alongside you all. So that's what we're doing today. As for how I am good. I have had a very good day. It's been very productive. And I'm actually really excited for this. Because it means I can start bringing the items that you put into the shop to life. So I think today we're going to try and get at least one class icon done, I guess. So that when you buy those items, it'll come up and it'll be like, you have gained this class, and then the icon will be coming out of like a chest or something and spin in a circle. If this isn't like easy, then I will just literally do 3D paint if I have to. Oh dear. Yes, thank you for the daily coins, everyone. Thank you for the daily coin binary. Hi, Score Tag. Thank you for the daily coin. Try to boost the boss. I can understand it. Well, let's give it a go. Create a new save game. Nugget. Automatically save to this disk. Click here to read task instructions. The notepad keeps track of your current task. You can always click to learn how to complete it. Learn basic pixel art tools. Okay. Tutorial. Pixel art tool basic. The pencil. It's a 1 pixel pencil. Start. Click on the pencil to activate. Okay. Doesn't seem so bad. Hopper to find a new sprite to draw. Okay. What's after this then? Eraser. Great for removing extra pixels. Okay, we know this. Seems really basic, but it is meant to be this way because I don't want to rush to head first into this. Working through the rest of the prize to complete the basics tutorial. Color fill. Okay, so this fill in big areas quickly. Oh. Faster to fill too many pixels and then erase the extras. Okay. I mean, this seems very this isn't really teaching me. I don't think, at least. Now that you know the 3 moves to use them to quickly complete this sprite. Okay. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. The tool section tutorial. Yeah. Shortcuts. B for pencil, E for eraser, C for color fill gradient. Well, I'm not going to use. Oh. Okay. Reference images? Ooh. Oh, okay. So this is what we're drawing. We're drawing a paintbrush, so... And then... Resize the reference by dragging its edges. Okay. I gotta get this right now. So along here. I might have to move this up one actually. It goes that, 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 that. Yeah, it's gotta go up one. That sucks. Is that it? Oh, no. Oh, God. Hang on. This has to be 3. Did I know it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Off on the handle? Oh. Ah! Haha! Haha! Okay. Alright. Complete the pixel art software challenge. Okay. In the drawing app, under the challenge section, select a pixel art sprite and copy it to show you got the hang of using pixel art software. Challenge. Pixel art. Choose a sprite to copy. Oh, wow. Monochrome. Small. I would like to draw something else than a character. A vehicle? No, other. A sword! Okay, this is good because this is one of the things we need to do because this is going to be one of the items that is going to be in the shop. Alright, so... where's my reference? So easy does it. Easy does it. Okay, so I'm gonna now translate this. Let me see if I can find the paint app. Can I add a grid? Oh my god, I can. Okay, so I want to... Oh, that's stupid. Okay, if I now do this... Hang on. Sorry, everyone. Oh! This looks awful, but it's fine. Brush. Black. So we need... Oh, that is not... That is not right, is it? We're gonna go to Paint 3D. Oh, they got rid of it, didn't they? What? It's a drawer! Well, we'll open both the shops then. Maybe I should just open all the shops anyway, but it's better this way. So we got class and pets are opening today, everybody. Bloop. And bloop. There we go. So okay, so I think this is not right. We need, because this isn't pixel art like, is it? So I'm wondering if there is, instead of this, oops, sorry. Didn't mean to leave you in the dark. So that's that done. Oh, we did that. Learning about switching colors. Complete the colors tutorial to learn how to switch different colors. Draw the sprite with multiple colors. I want this. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so I want this. Oh, Foxy, you only just got here. What happened there? Okay, Have a great rest of your night, Foxy. Thank you for coming by. Maybe this isn't too stimulating for the brain. Oh dear. This is very... I mean, it's fine for my brain. My brain needs a bit of slowness every now and then, you know? But not everyone needs a bit of slowness. Some people's need... That does not look right. Ah, okay. Trying it, but then I plan to buy this as well. I think if I can find a website, hang on, pixel art maker app. Fun and easy quick pixel on the go with blah 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 blah. Hang on, is this actually a good one? Is it pixeled? Oh, this has layers. Wow. But is there any AI in this? That's my question. What are the 1-star reviewers saying? Not bad, but it can do better. Okay, well, maybe not that one then. About this one. See, I just need something simple. You're looking for pixel specific drawing like Aseprite. I think that was expensive though, from what I saw, and this was kind of in my price budget. Let me have a look though. Store. Oh, it's not off. Oh. You know what? This looks good. You know what? Frick it. We're gonna buy this. We're gonna buy it because we're gonna use it right now. Bear with me. We're gonna continue with the... Oh, fucking hell, my bank is annoying. But I'd rather they check with me than don't, I guess. Oh,
coin.
thank you for the daily coin! Ooh! Blah, 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 blah. Confirm. Oh, Christ's sake. Yes. Right. Let's see. Who sent me a coin? Hi, Anne. Thank you for the daily coin. Install.
Get that that coin?
Okay, let's have both programs open then. Should we do that? And well, let's continue this for now. Let's continue this for now. So I gotta do this next one. I gotta use the color picker this time, everybody. And thank you for the 5-stream streak. Oh, Daisy, thank you so much for the daily coin. Welcome in. Oops. That was close. I almost messed up this entire thing. What is this meant to be? Cherries. Ah, that's lovely. Okay. Now we gotta do strawberry. Hold down the Alt key. Temporarily switch to the color picker. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm sure there'll be a part of this where I can like make my own. Is that right, Mirror? Okay. Learn about helper tools. Drawing app. Complete the helper tutorial to get used to extra tools such as zooming and drawing lines. Okay. Zoom. Zoom. Someone's phone's going off in this classroom. Oh, sorry. Need different music. Can I like, hang on. Give me a sec. You're just boring. So I'm gonna put my own on. Oh, not that one. Played the demo, imagine so. Early access, you always let them know the community page that the future would like to see. Bum, 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 bum. Yep. Edit. Jesus. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. I don't think that was right. Hang on. Okay, easy peasy. Fucking hell. Easy. Easy does it. No need to rush this as well, because we're learning something completely new. We want to take our time, and we don't want to like overdo it, you know. Easy steps. Easy steps. Easy does it. What did it end up becoming? A skate ramp. Nice. Move image. Okay. So we've got to do this end and the other end as well. The end goal of the lesson is create your own pixel pinball games that will help with things like curves, which will be hard to manage with pixels. Okay. I think that would be good. I mean, it's a new technique we're learning together, so I don't mind it. This isn't what I thought it was gonna be, though. I thought it was gonna be like they'd be like, "Hey, here's how you do." Well, this is exactly what I thought it was gonna be, actually. What the hell is this? Big advantage is the ability to undo. Control Z, Control Y, Control Shift Z. Well, if you just... Hi, Gengar! Welcome in. How are you today?
Get that coin.
We are learning... Oh. We're learning pixel art today. Got to figure out a way to make our own range of items and pets and things for the shop. I also need to deal with the fact that even if I make a little mistake like that, it's not the end of the world. So this is good for teaching me patience. You're feeling a bit better. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. What kind of sickness is it? Is it a bug or is it, you know, is it the mental health? Add new goals to the study plan to get more tasks. What is all this? We've done that. Snake game. No, I don't want that. Remove. Can I just draw in a Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's manage.
A new follower has joined the kingdom.
Welcome in, T-Borks. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for becoming a Dragonian. Flu? Gengar, you got flu? No, not flu. I hope you feel better soon. You can submit my own design for the next Coloring Voxels creative competition if I learn 3D pixel art at some point. Ooh. I have got Aseprite, yeah, and I think we're gonna open that up and give it a go. But first, I need to store page. I need to go to here. I need to go to settings. Is it purchases? Where do I store? How do I refund a game? View purchase history. This refund. Reason, it's more of like, computer, you watch yourself. I'll just put my issue isn't listed. Submit. Okay, request sent for a refund. For now though, we'll open up Aseprite and we'll give that a go. Let me just check chat. But yeah, thank you for the follow, D-Box. Let me get hearts. Hearty. Gosh, these hearts are gonna be there you go. Oh. Put that. Oh dear. Okay. But yes, thank you for the follow. So let's bring up the new program we just got. Okay, so it's not a learning one. I don't know if there's any built tutorials for it, but there's lots of YouTube tutorials using it. That's fine. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see. Will game capture detect it? No, it does not. That's fine. I mean, this will. All right, so we want new file. We want, I guess, 32 by 32 in a whatever, transparent background, square pixels. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's, oh, I see. Okay. Hang on. Okay. So we're gonna try and do a sword. Let's go to warm vibes. A grid option. File, edit, sprite, canvas size, rotate canvas, layer, frame, select, view, grid, I guess. Oh, that's not good. All right, this is our basic sword outline. Okay, we're gonna work from this. We're gonna touch this up a bit, bring the handle out more, I guess, and we kind of want to make it, I don't know, do we want symmetrical sword? I don't know, maybe not. Oh, how do I undo that? That's fine. So we're gonna make a sword to start with and go from there. I'm gonna fill all this in and then color from there, I think. I don't like that. What is wrong here? The tool's on the right edge like a pencil and a razor. Okay. Ah, on the right. Okay, thank you. Oh, I can just fill, can't I? Lovely, lovely. Okay, now we need to erase from here. Oh no, why is it so big? 1. Thank you. And then I kind of want it to end here. So to fix this, I need to bring this in more. I think. Yeah, it's too wide on this side. Pencil. Let's try and get the blade right first. That's what I want to do first, is get the blade. So we're going to just zoom in a bit, because that's not what I wanted to do. Let's focus on this blade. So is there an easy way to E? And for pencil, B. Nice. Okay. That was wrong. So that's the blade we want. But it's gonna obviously be thicker than that. So let's do that now. So oh, this is wrong. That's fine, we're gonna make this thicker anyway, aren't we? Easy. So I'm not gonna touch this. I'm just gonna touch this to make the inside blade, the metal, the sword thicker. What we can do is look at like making this thinner as well, but I don't want it to turn into being like that the handle is too small for the size of the blade. So I still want this to be quite chunky. Nope, that was wrong. Nope. And then on this side, I'm gonna shrink this in. Nope, that was the wrong thing to do. Okay. It's coming to some kind of fruition. doesn't look right to me. Maybe it was that one. That looks better. And then I'm actually gonna fill that out. Erase this. Tidy this up. That doesn't look right. Which means that needs to go. And then we're gonna, nope. Tidy this up. This looks too thick. And then that looks wrong. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever, it's fine. Now to fix over here. That look right. And then, oh. I think that's good, right? Okay. Okay, we just need to look at filling the handle out a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that! I made that! Yeah! Okay, right. Now, base coloring is going to be a silver. So, probably gonna wanna... That's a little dark for my liking. Can we go lighter? Better. I'm then gonna want to draw. Do I wanna black outline this? That's the major thing. Because if I do, then it means I've got to. Oh! Oops. Then it means I gotta draw around the edge. Hi, Q. Hi, Sleepy. It's a sword. I am making... I'm designing my own sword for use in the shop. So today we are learning how to pixel art. I think it's going okay. Actually. I did one tutorial for swords and now look at what I've made. Oh. Yes. You might have thought the Minecraft sword. It kind of. I mean, I kind of want. Frick. I kind of want this blade to be thick, similar to, say. I don't like that. Hang on. Where's my color picker? Pencil. I don't like this. How do I fix this corner? I don't know how to fix this corner. How do I fix this corner? That side is thicker than the other. Oh shit, you're right, Sleepy. Feck. I need to, in that case, do this, do that. And then I want that. Ah. Alright, we got our base sword. Okay, so now I need to do the handles. So I'm gonna get a slightly less darker black, I guess, if that's possible. But I don't want the red undertones, I just want pure black. I want slightly less black, you know what I mean? Like that. Part of the outline on the handle. With this? No, I want that to be as it is. Right side? Oh. But that just looks daft, doesn't it? Maybe I should... Oh, I forgot to do... Forgot I could do that. Never mind. So it's... hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's boom, boom, boom. And then I want color picker. This. Pencil. Boom, 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 boom. Yes! Oh, okay. We did it. Yeah, we can go on the grey. I just thought I couldn't because of the blue line. Oh dear. It'd be great if actually I could turn the blue line off. Turn grid off. There we go. That's better. That's better for me. Okay, we got there. Handle. Does it not save my colors? Yes, it doesn't. Probably not. Yeah. Then I want a brown. That's not really a leather, is it, though? Oh, fuck. Is that a leather brown? I think what I'm gonna do is you have to click the arrow on the right side of the color to move it to your palette. If no arrow is seen, that color is already there. The right side. Click the arrow on the right side of the color to move it to your palette. I don't know what that means, but it's okay. Contour, blur, text. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna from a distance you can't really see the handles, and I don't really like that. Like you could barely see them, so I kind of want to make this thicker. Yeah, okay. Handle. Done. Fantastic. It's okay. I don't mind it like this. Okay, the next thing is gonna be... The Zweihander might be a bit much. Look at the active color right now. Oh, here. Add foreground color to palette. Thank you. Thanks, Mirror. Oh, dear. Okay, in that case, can we change this brown to like a more leathery brown? Is leather more like this? Or is it more like this? Option 1 or option 2? Well, maybe I should do like a... I mean, that does stand out more, actually. Hang on. Let me grab my color picker again. Add to palette. Oh, my bad. So I think it's sword hilt, darker for more wear, lighter for new. It's new, it's brand new. So let's do this. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a nice little preview window. So now I need to focus on the hilt. Now this is, if I go into the class shop, this is the fighter's sword. So I need to think about what kind of design I want to go for a fighter's sword. I definitely want the darker indentation. Down the center. I think this is too dark actually. Maybe like that. Darker tang, but they do meld. A usable, yeah, it's meant to be like a class starter pack item basically from the shop, from the gold coin shop. And then it's gonna get slightly darker as we get to here. That's not slightly darker, but it's fine. I'll touch it up in a sec. I think I want to make see, I don't want to go too much into detailing, so does it even matter? Does this even matter? I don't think this does. Like, I think I can, because I've got so many I need to do, I think I can get away with doing a basic print. I think I'm gonna add that across there, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a, maybe for the cross hilt, maybe this will be darker. I'm gonna try something. I don't like that. Sent me something to help. What did you send me? Oh, I see. Your actual sword. The fact that you have a sword is amazing, by the way. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like it. It's only decorative. Oh, it doesn't actually stab things then. Does it? I think I want this gray, but like half a second shade. Oh, it's Gerald's sword. Very nice. When I was a wee little mirror still in primary school, I thought all British people had a sword. Oh my god, I wish we did. I wish we did. Okay, does this look okay for like a warrior's starting sword? Would you buy this if it was in the shop? Sada's cute. Also, don't leave me. Come back, Sada. Come back. You can tell when I'm smiling because, like, you can't see the whites of my eyes as Nugget. No, you're too cute. I can't handle it. Oh, if you can't handle it, then you'll have to, I don't know, give me a smooch. Why did I say that? Anyway, I need to figure out how I'm going to inlay. I wanted to inlay the cross section with gems of some kind, maybe. I want to give it a flair of this is the Draconian's sword. Sorry, the cross guard. I want to give it some kind of flair that this is the Draconian sword. Maybe I could do smooch. So maybe I could do maybe like a horn. I think it's good. Be careful with too many deals. It's only 32 by 32. How big is 32 by 32? I don't actually know what this is going to export as. Export as PNG. Pixels, yeah. If I just export it, where does it go? Downloads? Doesn't go downloads. Where does that go then? Where's the export file? If I open the scripts folder, I go into sessions. Palette. Where does it go? Mirror, do you know where it goes to when it exports? Option near where you came to name it that lets you pick where to save. Oh, I see where it is now. It's can I refresh this? How do I refresh this? Should we name it in the export, but I should pick where to save. Okay, so I wanna go in, save as. So I want to save this as PNG, and I'm gonna put. Oh, it's under it's hidden in the program files. Okay, so for now we're gonna put this in here in pixel art. Warrior's sword. I'll put it all in lowercase actually. Okay, so now if I go in here, go to pixel art. If I now bring that on to say me. Ah! Look! I've got a little sword!
Get that coin!
You better watch out! I'm armed! You go and watch yourself! Hi, Dragon Noodles. Thank you for the daily coin. I got a weapon, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Get that coin.
Sleepy, thank you for the daily coin. Thank you for the headband, by the way. Q, thank you for that. I missed that. My bad. So, okay, so that's the base. We now need to touch this up with some kind of draconian flair. What do we think should be the draconian flair? Like, if you wanted this sword to scream Dan the Draco King, what would you put? Question. Tell me what you think about me. Go ahead. Ask! Have you ever seen the swords from Aragon? I have watched Aragon. Do I remember them? No. The blade gold. the Draco King blade. So this gold. The movie. Oh. Gold. So for gold, we want.
Get that coin.
The red. Oh, Nikomata, thank you so much for the daily coin. Zarok. What the fuck is Zarok? Hang on, Googling. Zarok. It's a red sword. Oh. Thank you so much for coming in, Nikomata. I hope you're doing okay. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for the heart the heart emojis. So there is simply no way I can turn Zarok. The movie gave it blue gem in the poll, but it should have been red. I did, didn't it? Put a gem in the... Look at the size of the hand. Small details unless you took the lines out of the hilt. Put a gem in the pommel. So a gold sword with a red gem in the pommel. Okay, we can adjust that. We can adjust that. Yeah. So we want to... the draconian red is more like vibrant. It's like that. And it is more like... Why did I do that? What did I do that? That was stupid of me. The app I'm using, it's called Aseprite. Mira knows it. I mean, I can make the sword in his hand bigger. Like, I can make it as big as I need it to be. Be alright. Maybe we need to upscale this sword. Maybe we need to upscale this sprite-wise. No, it's Aseprite. There's no second S, just so you know. I'm thinking when we upscale, it's gonna look... If I do a gem, I'd probably want like a ruby kind of... Oh, I did it wrong again. Didn't want that. Probably like a ruby gem. Like that. But it's going to be hard to see. Right in the very corner. Hang on then. Give me a sec. Okay, so like that? Or do we think bigger? Because we can go... How do we upscale this? Hang on. How do we upscale this? Frame properties? Duration? No, that's animation. Sprite. Canvas size. So can I... Okay, so what do I want this to be? 100 by 100? Okay, and then we just need to upscale this, right? So how do I upscale this? So I want sprite size. I think I did it wrong. Hang on. Sprite size. I'm gonna lock the ratio and do a 100 by 100 increase. Ah! Okay. Okay. That's better. We do have some touching up to do because things do look a little weird at the bottom here now. So let's do that real quick. We're gonna just extend this out like that. And we're just gonna reduce this down like that. And then we can... Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, so we're thinking gold, like a gold effect on the actual blade itself. That's fine, we can do with that. We need to find a gold. That's the tricky thing. Finding a gold is going to be very challenging. I just realized this doesn't actually fit the whole window. My bad. There you go. That's much better. Okay. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Gold. We're looking for a gold. Here we go. We want a sharp pointy end for the sword. I'm thinking, how do I get a gold? Maybe like that? Is that a gold? Is this a gold? By... Look. That looks awful. That's awful. Yeah. Dark. Wait, it's too yellow. Hang on. How about that? I just noticed there's something wrong here. Look at this. And then it goes wrong. Yeah, when I did it. Yeah, I know. So I want to erase. Sorry, no, I don't want to erase. Let me grab this color, lock this color in, and then we're going to... How the fuck do I do this when this isn't even in the same size as the squaring? This is tricky. This is gonna be very tricky. I think I'm gonna just say it's fine, even though it's not. Change your pencil size. I can. Oh. No. That's 10. Nope. 10? Nope. 10 is too big. 5? Nope. 5 is too big. Oh. 3? 3 is perfect. Okay, so I just need to figure this out. My brain hurts. I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's okay. I mean, I could probably do with... Do I want to make it stronger here? Oh, what's this? Yes. I would like a refund. Oh, okay, I've read this message. Close window. They've sent a refund request through to the person I got it, the thing from. Sky. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sky messaged me. Who's sitting in the server? Oh, Jackie is going live for some Overwatch. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Do I want this though? Do I want this at the base of the sword? It looks... It doesn't look good. Whereas that looks better. I think this sword is near enough done, perhaps. This doesn't look good though. This is so hard. This is why I don't do art, because I look at my things and I just go, this looks shit. What am I doing? A darker gold? How do I get a darker gold? I don't know my RGBs. Ah, here we go. That's not gold. Feel that? More brownish. What does that mean? What does more brownish mean? Like this? Ooh. Shading resolves it all. Me and anything that requires palette. But I'm not gonna do shading. I'm not going that far into this. These are basic, like, things. I'm not doing shading. This is just, oh no. More brownish. Okay, so let's try this. We're gonna lock this color in and we're gonna bam. Okay, is there a way to make this bigger? There is. Oh my gosh, and now you can all see this better. Look at that. So.
Get that coin.
Arts, welcome in. Thank you for the daily coin. I have a knife. Just so you know. Let's go to chill. There's a dark gold. Replace the darker grey middle of the sword. Oh! I don't like that. Probably darker. Okay, so we want darker. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Yes. Too dark. Ah. We did it. Also, don't put your gun at me. I'm not pointing my knife at you. Okay, so I think they're done. I like this. This is nice. This is good for a warrior sword. So we're gonna export as there. Blah 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 blah. Export out, and then if I go to here, bam. Okay, so that is 100 pixel size. If I get rid of the big version of this and I bring in the original size, so that's an increase by at least 100. So we need to go bigger than that. We're gonna have to export this, or we're gonna have to like blow this up even more by like maybe 200 by 200. Do we think that's too much though? Or is the smallish... I don't want it too big. Maybe 150 by 150? Sprite size 150 by 150. Okay. Okay. Did anything break? Chat. Do you see anything that broke? Oh, this kind of is too thick for me now. That's fine. I can just erase this. Ah. That looks awful. Although, serrated edge, maybe it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You want it for the shop more than a hand item for yourself. You probably want it too big, depending on where it shows up on screen or in chat. It will be on screen in like a little animation kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah, you're right. So that should be 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think that works. Shall I touch up the corners a bit more? Like that? No, I don't like that. See that? I didn't mind. If I just like... do something like that. Am I doing too much, do you think? Am I now doing too much? But now I kind of want to make it all neat. and in line. You know? Wrong. Wrong. You may want to make a save in a default format for backup. I kind of like the detailing I'm going into because it is going to be kind of big, you know, so we can move the handles up and actually put like a golden inlay around a golden socket around the ruby. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna nick that and that though. Hang on a minute, what's going on here then? So I want to chop that again, chop it one more time. That's much better. I can always put a black piece there if I feel like I need to, but at the moment I don't think I do. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. How does it look? Razor sharp. And knock one more off of there. I'm gonna see if I can get Mum to bring home some pink. Make a save. I should save, you're right. Oh no. Nope. 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 You were right. I shouldn't have done this. All this jaggedness ruined it. There's a line tool as well you can try. Okay, I can. Yeah. We've just got to fix this again. There we go. There we go. Let's just go down here. Or I just say it's done. Maybe I just say it's done and I stop being so pedantic. I'm going to say it's done. save, and export as PNG and export. Oh, hang on. I need to go into here. I need to delete that and delete that. Yes. Lovely, saved. So, yeah, that's better. That's better. I think that's a lot better because it's like, it's gonna just like appear and then spin in a circle. So yeah, it's not gonna be on screen for long. And I'm thinking about putting it like here, so it'll be like do 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 do, and then it's gonna spin for me in like a circular motion. This said I could do animations in here, right? So how do I do that then? Oh,
That coin.
thank you, Metal Wolf, for the daily coin. Welcome in. I hope your day's going well. So frame properties. I see. Okay, so new frame. Okay, so how do I spin you? How do I spin this? The move tool. Fast rotation. Maybe I'll look into a tutorial, a bit much for me to try and explain in a chat. Transparent color. Can I just change this transparent color out for like just like that? Oh, I don't like that actually. Yeah. Wait, where did this black border come from? Oh, it's not actually there. It's just my eyes playing tricks on me. So, fast rotation, frame, tags, constant frame rate, jump to first frame. Then layer, I want to... Okay, we're gonna watch tutorial then, in that case. I'll quickly bring up a tutorial. Right, spin to spin animation tutorial. Animation tutorial. Your Twitch crashed. Wow. Holy moly. So get this, all right. So I asked Mum for a 7-Up sugar-free, right? 7-Up sugar-free, so practically zero sugar, right? And she goes, "No, but I got you mango." Mango has more sugar in it than a 7-Up. Like Tesco mango sugar content. Like, I don't understand why she does this. Sugars, 16 grams of sugar. Jesus Christ. No, I don't. I don't get pop. She's bought me mango, not the pop I want. Now she's saying, how about strawberries? Oh my God, woman. I'm gonna scream. Okay, Tesco strawberry sugar content. 5 grams of sugar. I'm going to bring home some burgers, and then walks in with tacos and won't understand why we were annoyed. Yeah. No. Just the 7-Up, please. 5 grams of sugar in strawberries. That's per 80 gram serving. That's... she doesn't understand. Like, if I then go 7-Up zero, 7-Up zero sugar content, not the two. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see. 2 liters, 0 grams of sugar. 0 grams of sugar for a ginormous bottle. And she's like, no. I'm happy with in the fridge is I don't understand. I don't understand. Get this. There are 0 grams of sugar in a 7-Up sugar-free 2-liter bottle. Same flavor, please. And that's from Tesco's own website. Like, oh, right. I'm gonna not focus on the negatives of Mum because she's just ignoring my request. Yeah, but she's trying to help me on this diet, which I kind of said fuck you to today and ended up ordering in because I tried this new lunch option. It's a Thai noodle pot and it made me want to throw up. So I it caused my gag reflex to go off because it was like, it's little bits of different things. So how to explain it? It's little bits of vegetables. So it's little, very, very little cut up pepper, carrot, leek, onion, cabbage, celery, courgette, and peas, all chopped up tiny and like put in this noodle pot with obviously Thai noodles. And yeah, it's why I don't do lumpy soup, because that makes me very unwell, or want to throw up as well. So it's so annoying. You ask her for one bloody thing. She's like, no. Anyway, let's go watch this animation tutorial, shall we? Okay, let's bring this up on screen. Do. Let's get rid of this and just go from here, shall we? So this channel is Soul Tunes, so thank you very much for this help. We're gonna watch your video together and go from there. Let me bring up the audio.
How to animate using Aseprite.
Okay, here we go.
If you're completely new to Aseprite, I'd recommend watching this video first, which will take you through all the things you need to know to be able to watch this video. This video won't be teaching animation techniques. This one will simply be teaching how to use Aseprite's tools for animation. In the first video, we finally defeated Don, the crazy donut shop manager guy. If you got through that video, you've been promoted to head donut maker. But
maybe we should watch the tutorial for beginners. Your mum is obsessed with fast 800 shit and it always makes me genuinely ill when she refuses to listen. I mean, at the moment, that's what most of my meals are. Oh, what's this? Charge for, I think the charge for D's plushie just went out of my account. Yeah, let's go to this one.
in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use Aseprite.
Thank you.
To follow along with this tutorial, you'll obviously need Aseprite, a mouse or drawing tablet, whichever you prefer, and having a keyboard for shortcuts will definitely make your life easier. If you have any questions, you can look at the official Aseprite documentation or come and join the Discord, where there's plenty of people who are happy
800 calories a day.
I'll probably mention that you work at a donut shop. For this guy.
Get to work.
So once you've opened Aseprite, it'll look a little something like this. This is the home screen where you'll see some of your recent files and where we can set up a new file. Let's just do that. New file. If you're a beginner here, I'd recommend a canvas with a really small size so that you can get used to working with individual pixels.
800 calories a day.
Pixel canvas, RGBA color mode, transparent background.
That amount of calories a day is enough to send you into some kind of like malnutrition. You're gonna end up getting just unwell from that. So yeah, please stay away from it. My diet is 1,400. That is the lowest they'll let me go. So yeah, please do at least double 800 as a minimum. Especially seeing as you can actually see me, I'm rocking back and forth right now because I'm anxious about the drink, and you can see me doing that. That's amazing. Words. So yeah, please do, like, if you're gonna do a minimum, do 1,400 like I'm doing, and like just be careful. You fainted at work. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry that happened to you.
You don't have
Sleepy,
to
holy
worry yourself
crap.
with any of the advanced options or any of the other options if you're a beginner. So here we are inside of our document.
Aye,
This might
yes.
look pretty daunting for a beginner. So to give a quick
Extra
overview,
stuff
we have
now.
the palette area here. This is where you can choose colors from a predefined palette. We have the
That's-
color
that's
section
the thing,
here, which
though.
allows you to select colors for your brushes or add colors.
Like, if mum doesn't bring me home a drink, I'm just gonna buy one for myself tomorrow and hide it. So that's just how I am. I am a petty
This here is our
bitch.
layers tab, useful for all of our
Oh
layer
God, he's
options
squished.
and controls. You can hide it with the tab button for now. Down the side here is where we have all of our tools that we'll be using to create some nice pixel art. You can click on all the options to see what they do. And up here is our tool properties. So when you have a tool selected, all of the properties for that tool will be shown here. You can see how it changes with each tool that is selected. These tabs up here are for project navigation. We're in our current project, but we can go to home and select different files, or we can duplicate and close our current project. And right at the top here is our options bar. There are a lot of different option
Squishing
menus
himself.
which can help you in your project. Right in the middle
Okay,
section
we
here,
can
this
break.
is
Shall we take a break? We can take a break. How long have we been going? Yeah, let's take a break. We'll take a break, everyone. I will return after these messages. That there aren't any messages yet. So yeah, we're back. Yeah, get out of here, stinky butt. Beautiful reference. That's okay. Bear with me. There we go. Webtoon recommendation just went out, everybody. Let's get back over. And let's continue learning together.
Your canvas. This is where you'll be drawing. So let's start with navigating the canvas. I will be mentioning shortcuts as we go through this. As a beginner, this is the best time to start learning and using shortcuts. It'll help you build up really good habits for quick and efficient working later on. You don't have to use all the shortcuts, just for the tools and actions that you'll be using most often. If you ever want a reference for the shortcuts, you can go up to Help and Quick Reference, or if you want to view and change them, you can go up to Edit and Keyboard Shortcuts. We can search for the shortcuts you need, like Zoom, for example. As you can see, there's a lot of shortcuts here, but this is really the only one that I use. So you don't have to use all of them, but feel free to change them to whatever suits you best. You can zoom in on your canvas with the scroll wheel, or you can use the zoom tool up here, which has a shortcut of Z. I like to use the scroll wheel for this. You can pan around the canvas by holding down the mouse wheel, which gives you the hand tool. You can hold spacebar and click to do the same thing, or you can come up here, click on the zoom tool, and you'll see the hand tool, which is exactly what we've just used.
Look loaded, don't look gone.
So the main drawing tool that we have is the pencil tool, which has a shortcut of B. If you just click on the canvas, we'll start drawing things. If you ever want to remove something, you can press undo, which is in edit, undo, or by the shortcut, Control Z. You'll be using Control Z a lot. Trust me. So as I mentioned before,
yes, I will.
The properties panel at the top here, we can see all the different properties for the brush tool. A circular brush, a square brush, and this weird sort of line brush thing. I'm just going to use the circle brush for now. We have the brush size here, which I'm just going to set to 1, but you can increase it by dragging on this bar or by holding Control and scroll wheel. We have the ink mode up here. I wouldn't worry too much about this as a beginner. I only really use simple ink anyway. We have dynamics, but this is for if you're using a tablet with pen pressure. I'm using the mouse, so this doesn't apply to me. We have pixel perfect up here. So this line on the left was drawn with pixel perfect off, and this line on the right was drawn with pixel perfect on. When we're talking about pixel art line work, there's these things known as doubles, which is where there are perfect right angles in the outlines. If I remove the doubles, we end up with a much more clean line like the one on the right. This video is specifically an Aseprite tutorial. If you're interested, I can make a video on pixel art tips, tricks, and techniques in the future. Just let me know in the comments. That's what Pixel Perfect does. I'd recommend keeping it on for now. And these buttons up here are for symmetry, but we'll come back to this later on. So with your brush selected on a size of 1 and Pixel Perfect turned on, pick a dark or black color from your palette for the outline of the donut. So I'm just going to draw it here. Remember, if you want to undo it, you can use Control Z and try again. So there's my outline.
Oh, hello, I'm huge. I was suddenly huge. Did you see that?
Which is shortcut E, found here on the tool, just to erase those areas. We can reduce the size just like we did with the pencil tool. And there we go, a bit more of a clean outline. You can check out the rest of the eraser properties up here. They're quite similar to the brush. So I'm going to add a middle line for my donut. I want to fill the donut with the bready color. So I'll choose the bready color, and I could just painstakingly go in and color it in, but there's a better tool for this. You can select the paint bucket tool over here or with the shortcut G. So now we'll just fill in the donut.
Okay.
But wait a minute, it's colored in the whole area. Let's undo that. You want to make sure contiguous is turned on for this. This means that it will fill connected areas only. So with contiguous turned on, we can just click and fill those individual areas. So now it's time for the icing. I'm just going to choose a pinkish color like a Homer Simpson donut, go back to the brush, and then start drawing in some icing. You can fill that area in with the paint bucket tool, bonk, and there we go. We got some icing for our donut.
Okay.
I want to clean this area up a little bit, but instead of keep going back and forth to select the colors, you can use the eyedropper tool, which is found here. It has the shortcut I or shortcut Alt. I use Alt for this. Hold Alt, click on the color that I want, and then I can just start clicking away, cleaning up that outline. Yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Choose whatever colors and patterns you want. It's your donut after all. Now we've got the icing. It's time to add in some sprinkles. I'm going to select this bluish color and add in some sprinkles. I think that looks pretty good. If you want to see a smaller preview, you can open the preview window by clicking this down here. We can adjust it so that it's a tiny bit bigger and gives us a better preview of what it might look like further away. When you have a single pixel like this one, this is what's known as an orphan pixel. And it's really best to avoid these because, as you can see from the small preview, they don't read very well, and with lots of them, it can look noisy. So I'm just going to connect this to make it a double sprinkle. Again, this is for the tips, tricks, and techniques video in the future. So definitely make sure you let me know if you want to see that one. It's actually probably a good time to save it. We go up here to File, Save As, and then you can save it into a folder of your choosing. Make sure it's nicely organized. So for the file name, I'm just going to call mine Donut Tutorial, and there's a lot of file formats down here, but I'm going to go with the Aseprite files, which is basically an Aseprite project format. The shortcut for quickly saving this, as you can see here, is Control and S. You'll want to be pressing that a lot so you don't lose any progress. And there it is. We made our first pixel art donut. Okay, so we need to make some more donuts. Open up the layers panel with the tab button. Boom! Everything we've been doing so far has been on this individual layer called layer 1. Just to quickly run through it, this eyeball tool makes it so you can hide the layer. You can lock the layer so nothing can be edited on that layer. We have this button which is useful for animation, but we're not going to be getting into animation today.
It's amazing.
So don't worry
this
about
is
that.
what I
And
need.
we have the name of the layer. I'm going to unlock it, double click on the layer.
Have you taken your meds, Mirror? Have you had some food?
Donut 1. We have loads of different modes down here, but again, as a beginner, don't worry about these just yet. And we have the opacity of the layer, which, as you can see, makes it more invisible. We do have some additional layer options up here. This here is for onion skinning. Again, it's for animation. We're not worried about that today. We have this here, which gives us some more layer options.
That's what I
You
need.
can change the position of the
I need to
layers
onion skin
on
it.
the right, on the bottom. I'm just going to keep this on the left. And you can add layer thumbnails if you want. So if I do that, increase the thumbnail size, and you can actually see what the layer has on it. A quicker way to change this is the same shortcut as the brush size. Hold Control and use scroll wheel.
Ordering food. You had some water
I
though.
like to keep it like
That's
this.
good.
So to add a new layer, you can right click and do new layer, or use the shortcut as it says here, Shift
I got
N.
you, baby.
So Shift N, we have
Shift
a new layer.
N for a
Let's
new
call
layer.
this Donut 2, because we're going to make more donuts. We've got no space for a new donut, so we need to increase the canvas size. You can do this by going up to Sprite and Canvas Size, or with the shortcut C. You get this option pop up. So our current canvas size is 16 pixels by 16 pixels. I want to make another 16 pixel donut, so I'll add 16 pixels to the right hand side. As you can see, it did there. This trim content outside the canvas thing, if you have this turned on and something is outside the canvas, when you change the canvas size again, that thing is actually going to be deleted. So trim content outside the canvas, off, 16 pixels to the right, boom. Now we've got more space for our new donut. Might be wondering what's going on in the background, and yours might look different to mine. If you go up to Edit and Preferences, we can see here under Background, Checked Background. You can change the size of the checked background to 1 pixel. And now your checked background is 1 pixel. This only works if you selected transparent background when we first set up the file, or if you don't have a background. 2 pixels, 4 pixels, 8 pixels. I'm going to keep mine on 16 pixels, but you can choose whatever's best for you. Apply, okay. So I'm going to show you some other methods for creating donuts. We have first the ellipses tool. If you click and drag, you can create an ellipse or a perfect donut outline. We have here the line tool, and specifically the curve line tool.
Shift
You click
L
and drag, and then move your mouse, and then click, and then move your mouse again, and you can create curves. Strange donut. I'm not the best with the curve tool. And another method is using symmetry with the pencil. So with the pencil selected, remember I mentioned symmetry before with these options. To move the symmetry, we can use these white buttons on the top, and then just draw the shape, and it'll do it all over for us. This is really good. If you want to realign the symmetry, you can click the symmetry option
crazy.
and reset symmetry to center. You can do vertical only or horizontal only, whatever suits your needs. So now it's time for your first test. What I want you to do is create 3 more donuts using the tools that I've just shown you. I want you to make sure they're all on separate layers, and also that the canvas size is big enough for all of them. You can pause. Donut 4 has miraculously jumped off to the left here. So making sure that the layer is unlocked, I'll use the move tool, which has the shortcut V, and then just move it back to the central position. You can just move things about however you want, but I'm not too happy with the shape of it. We could go in and erase and try and redraw it all, but there are some tools that can help us change it quickly. These are the selection tools. So you'll find the selection tools right at the top here. Let's start with the lasso tool, which has a shortcut of Q. It actually looks like a Q, so it's quite easy to remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
Drag a selection area and then just move it around. I'm going to fix the sprinkles on here, then move it up a bit with the move tool. Maybe even make this top bit a bit smaller. And there we go. I've quickly transformed it into a tiny weeny little donut. To quickly go over the other selection tools, so the rectangular, M, you can just click and drag. Ooh, perfect little rectangles. Or with the elliptical marquee tool here, you can click and drag a circle. Take parts out if you want. And then we have polygonal lasso tool. Allows you to click and drag, then click and drag, and click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, and then click again to get some more specific shaped areas. So going back to the lasso tool, there are some helpful properties up here that you'll need to know. So you have replace selection. So if I do this, make a selection, and if I'm to try and make another selection, it will replace the previous selection. But let's say I want to move this, but also I want to move the top left corner. We can use add to selection up here. You can click it here, or you can hold shift as you click. And now you have 2 selected areas which you can move.
Oh, this is so good.
This selected anymore. We can use subtract from selection or alt and shift as you click. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go. You can quickly start adding, taking away areas for your editing needs. And you can also use some transform tools. You can go up here to edit and transform, and that gives you these little things which allow you to shrink it increase the size. You can rotate the sprite. As you see, the little handle thing changes here. Kind of gets messed up. There are different rotation options up here, like rot sprite and fast rotation. But because we're working in pixel art, you might have to fix up a lot of things because the pixels get all skewy and stuff. So that brings us to my next challenge for you, the taste test. So using the selection and move tool that I've just showed you. So it looks like we need to create another batch of donuts, but don't worry, this is actually pretty simple. So we'll start off by grouping all of these donuts together. Make sure they're unlocked. You can click and drag to select multiple layers, or you can hold shift and click multiple layers, right click and new group, or alt shift and N to create a new group. I'm just going to delete this one here. And now all of these donuts are in this group. I'm going to click on it and call it batch 1. Now we can close the group. We'll right click and duplicate the group. Let's call this batch 2. You can easily drag these little windows around if you need to. So if we hide batch 1, we've still got batch 2. Let's increase the canvas size. C, and then we need to add 16 pixels to the bottom. Now we've got space for batch 2. Making sure batch 1 is locked, use our move tool with V, and we can just drag them down. If you hold shift while you're moving, you can get a nice straight movement. Instead of now we've got an entire batch 2 of donuts. So to quickly edit something, it can help to have it all on one layer. So wait. Use our move tool with V, and we can just drag them down. If you hold shift while you're moving, you can get a nice
hold shift
movement.
for straight.
Instead of now we've got an entire batch 2 of donuts. So to quickly edit something, it can help to have it all on one layer. So you could select all of these layers, right click and flatten. Or you could click on this layer and do merge down. But I'm just going to click on the group, right click and flatten. And then we have all of our donuts on one layer. So going up here to the palette area, let's choose a new palette. So the default palette is DB32. You might have a different one selected. Doesn't really matter. Choose a new palette for your new donut colors. I'm going to go with Game Boy Color Type 1. And there we go. A whole new palette is selected. One of the selection tools that I didn't show you before was the Magic Wand tool, which can be found up here or with the shortcut W. You can select entire areas or colors and edit them really quickly with this tool. So as you can see, if I click the pink, boom, all of those shades of pink are selected. And remember, this has contiguous turned off. So if I have contiguous turned on, it only selects these pink ones because these are the connected pixels. Magic Wand tool also has the same properties as the other selection tools, so you can add to the selection and subtract from the selection if you want. So with the Magic Wand tool selected and contiguous off, I'm going to choose this pink here and I'm going to select this color. With the Paint Bucket tool selected, got to make sure contiguous is off. And that'll replace all of the pinks with that. Make sure you move the preview window up so you can see all the changes that you're making. That brings us on to the next challenge. I want you to change the color palette in the
we don't
palette
need to do that.
And then I want you to change the color of...
Skip that.
Let's prove this guy wrong by making the ultimate final donut. This section uses some more advanced tools and techniques that I use every day for pixel art. So don't worry if it's a bit too much for you right now, but you've done so well already, and with enough practice, you'll easily get there. First thing I'll do is add a new layer, Ultimate Donut. I'll use C to increase the canvas size, and I'm going to add in 32 pixels here on the right. And I'm going to change this background pattern as well. So I'll go up to Edit, Preferences, Background Pattern Custom, 32 pixels by 32 pixels, Apply, and OK. Another useful tool that I use often is the Grid tool. So you go up here to View and Show Grid, or use Control and the button, I guess, to hide and show the grid. And you can easily edit the grid with View, Grid, and Grid settings. So I'm going to change the palette up for this one. I think I'll go with Bubblegum 16. So I like to work with silhouettes when I'm designing things. So I'll increase the pencil size with Control and Scroll wheel. I'll use the editing tools and the move tools like I've showed you. Just try and clean up this silhouette. One useful thing you can do to check the spacing is to hold Control and you'll see the extent. Let me just hide the grid. It's 8 pixels away from the top and 7 pixels away from the bottom, 6 pixels away from this side, and 70 pixels away from that side. If I want to know how far away it is from this part, draw a single line, click, and there you'll see that the length of the line is 6. This gives you some properties of the lines and things that you create. It's actually super helpful. So I'm just going to choose a bready color with the
I'm
yellow,
gobsmacked.
I guess. Fill that in with
this
the Paint Bucket tool.
is amazing.
You can add in an outline to this if you go up to Edit, FX, and Outline, or by using Shift or. You can't see it because the outline color is yellow here. I'm going to choose the darkest color for my palette. You can mess with these settings to get whatever you like best. I'm going to make sure everything on the inside is selected, and I'm going to make it a circle outline. Apply. I want to round this off a bit. You see down here, this is your left click and your right click. So my left click is an orange color and my right click is currently set to an alpha of nothing. It's just transparent. This is actually really useful because you don't need to select the eraser. So what I can do is click this and add this background color to the palette. So now I've got an eraser on my brush. So I can just right click, boom, 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 without needing the eraser. It can be useful to flip your drawings to give yourself like a fresh perspective.
Oh my
you do that by
God.
going up to edit and flip horizontal or flip vertical. The shortcut got that as a selection. I'm imagining the lights coming in from the right hand side. So that's why I'm shading it this way. I'm going to do the same for the icing. Select the darker color. There we go. It's subtle, but it works. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add in a new layer. And I'm going to call it highlight. I'm going to take the white color here. What I'm going to do is select this entire donut. If you hold control and then click on the donut layer, all of that donut layer is selected. You see the little wormies walking around? That's a very nice trick. And on the highlight layer, I'm just going to add in white highlight here. If I go on to the layer properties and change the mode from normal to something like lighten, change the opacity, gives it a bit of glow. Maybe overlay would be nice. I'd recommend messing around with all of these, by the way. They're super good.
That's pretty cool.
I think that looks really nice. Bit of a glazed donut look.
That is
very
nice.
Cool. I'm going to merge this down.
That's
down.
so cool.
I'm actually going to add that highlight to the palette as well, just in case I want to add a bit of
okay.
highlight. I can add a bit of dithering in here, makes it look a bit more textured. So I'm pretty happy with that donut. Looks pretty good. A little bit noisy in areas, but doesn't have to be perfect. So I want to make a little bit of this center bit darker. And how do I know which one's darker? Well, you can sort the palette, which is useful. Brightness, luminance, all that stuff. So that's a darker color. Let's try drawing this in. A bit rubbish. We can actually edit that color. If we take the lock off, or press A, edit the color, and let's just make it a bit brighter. That's a bit better, but I actually don't really like that at all, so I'm just going to change it back and delete it. But that's a useful thing you can do with the palette if you want to edit the colors. And now let's add in a nice little backgroundy border thing to finish it off. So I'm going to create a little frame here. So I use the pencil tool. I'm going to click, hold down shift, and that gives us a little line. Just make a little border. You can do that with a rectangle tool as well, but I thought it was important to be able to show that off. Let's add in a background. Blue's quite nice. And now I'm going to add in a little bit of a dithered background. So if you click on the paint bucket tool, you'll see the gradient tool here. Let's go with the 2x2. A little bit of gradient there at the bottom. That's quite cool. I'm going to take this, Control C, Control V to copy paste, Shift V to flip it vertically, and boom, there we go. There are some fancy things you can do if you want to choose the colors. So what you do is extend the canvas
this
again,
man is a genius
you can go up here in
at
edit,
teaching.
adjustments, hue saturation, brightness contrast, change the hue.
Okay, that's amazing. Have my like, and now we've got, oh god, sorry, we've been watching this for 22 minutes. Tango, thank you for the daily coin. It's time for animation.
I'm going to show you how to animate using Aseprite. Do it.
Okay.
So here we are in our Aseprite file. We have our
Here we
canvas
go.
set up here, which is 32 pixels by
I hope you're
32
well,
pixels in
Tango.
size. We have a donut on one layer and our background on the other layer. Here's a neat little trick straight off the bat. If you hold Alt and click on the eyeball, it will only show the contents of that layer. This is super important if you have a whole bunch of layers like I do in this file, just to isolate something and work on that layer. Woohoo! When I'm animating, I like to have the layers panel on the bottom. You should remember from the last video,
He
you can
does
do
so
that by just clicking here and
much.
clicking bottom. A lot more space for animation frames. The way animation works is actually really simple. All that's happening is individual pictures are getting played in sequence. So if this is an image of number 1, we have an image of number 2, and an image of number 3. If we play that, it'll just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how animation works. So to add in a new frame to our document, all you have to do is right click here and click new frame. Or
I did that.
N,
Yeah.
or down here in the bottom right to this little plus button. To delete frames, you can just highlight them and click delete, highlight, right click and do delete, or highlight and alt C. So if I add some frames into the timeline here with Alt N, you might notice that these two timelines look different. And why is that? Well, it has to do with this button, which we ignored in the last tutorial. This means discontinuous or continuous. So the donut right now is discontinuous. Each frame is an individual entity. If I click here on frame 1 and add in a red splodge and then go to frame 2, The red splodge is no longer there. Let me just delete the red splodge. Whereas the background is continuous. So if I draw a red splodge on the background layer, that's going to be present throughout every single frame that is continuous. You can even have a combination of discontinuous and continuous. So let's say I do want these two to be continuous. I'll just take this, copy it, and paste it there. And now we have some continuous frames amongst discontinuous frames. It's usually best to keep things that aren't changing on continuous because that means you don't have to keep redrawing or copy and pasting frames. So the background never changes in this, so I'm just going to keep it like this. For your first challenge, what I want you to do is add in a new frame, making sure the donut is on. So I've just injected all the donuts with this questionable life-giving serum thing. Now we're going to help them come to life. We have 2 frames now, and on the second donut frame, I'm just going to make it wiggle a little bit. I'll do this by using the tools that I already know from the last tutorial. Take the lasso tool, take this side down, and just take this side up, cleaning up areas as I go along. If you want to see what that looks like, you can just go down to the timeline options here and press play or shortcut enter. Kind of wiggling. You can flip back and forth between the frames as you're working on it with the left and right arrow keys. That'll help you make more subtle changes as you go along. Let me just fix this up a bit. The preview window is useful because it's independent of the canvas. So if I click the play button, it's going to keep playing while the canvas isn't. So I can see all the time and maybe
the wiggle. It's so cute.
Buttons, you can change the speed of the playback. So ×3, super fast, vibrating donuts, or 0.25, super slow, more of a wiggly wiggle. You can obviously do the same here by right-clicking the timeline play button. It's wiggling just a little bit too fast for my liking. So what you can do is change the properties of an individual frame. If we right-click on one of our frames, click Frame Properties, or P, this little box pops up and tells us which frame number we're on, and also gives us the duration in milliseconds, which we can change. So if I change this to 1000, I'm pretty sure that's a second. This frame will play for a second, and this frame will play for 150 milliseconds, which is 0.15 seconds. So we should see a hold of this, and then this. Let's have a look. Hold, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a bit of a hold and then bleh. One really important feature in Aseprite animations is you can tag your animations. If I highlight these 2 frames, right click, new tag. So let's give it a name. I'll call it wiggle, and it'll go from frame 1 to frame 2. You can change the color of the tag. I guess I'll just do it red, and assign an animation direction. Forward just means that it'll play forward from left to right. Reverse means that it'll play backwards from right to left. Ping pong means it'll continuously play back and forth, like we're going to keep it on forward. We've now got our little tagged animation area called wiggle.
Oh, I like this guy.
What I want you to do is
so
make a little donut wiggle animation just like this. Adjust the frame properties until it feels nice. And I want you to the animation.
Okay.
We'll run through a couple more useful features of the animation tools. I'll add in some new frames. You'll notice that the tag adds onto the new frames. We've got to make sure we fix that and change it from the first frame to the second frame. You can copy and paste frames on top of each other. So I'll take this first frame, copy it, and paste. And then we got some empty frames to work with. So if I wanted to draw a donut here, I could just copy over this and then paste it. And then we can just start editing it. But what if I want to see what it looked like in the last position? This is where onion skinning comes in, and it is super useful. So this little button here turns on onion skinning. You can't see anything right now, but that's because the background is in the way. We turn off the background, we can see the previous frame. If we put another drawing here, like a big green blob or something, and went back to this frame, we could also see the future frames. Onion skinning allows you to see frames in the past and frames in the future, and you can change which frames you can see by dragging the little handles down here. It's a little bit fiddly, but if we drag this end away from this frame, we no longer see the future. And if we drag this frame away from this frame, we no longer see the past. This is really useful when doing animation to make sure everything lines up as it should. As we can see, it doesn't work right now with the background on, but you can just mess with the settings. If you click on this little button like we've seen before, the little settings will open behind the sprite. This works only for transparent layers. So if we put it in front of the sprite, we now see all of our onion skin frames. But they are on top of our frame, so I don't really like that. I usually just keep it on behind and turn the background off. You can change the tint of the onion skin frames with this button. You can change the opacity. There are a lot of settings here. I tend to just keep it on the default and mess with it if I need to. But that brings us to our next challenge. I want you to animate the donut and bring it to life. Anything creative that you can think of to make this donut in. Let's go through with an example of how I might do it. I'm going to take this base donut frame and paste it over. I'm just going to squash it down with the transform tools. I'm going to change the pivot point of the.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to our bear with me. There we go. Let's go back to our sword. So with the sword, what I want is for it to spin. And I don't think I'm going to... Sorry, this is actually really bugging me that this is too thick. Oh, I didn't realize I had that selected. Bigger again? 2. That's 4. The canvas? Okay, so C, and I want to just increase what, by 10 and 10, 10 and 10. And then we can... Okay, so I increased canvas size. Sorry, you can't see that very well. I had to crop it for you, the YouTube video. There we go. Much better. In fact, let's just bring it down. No, I don't mind it being cut off on the side, actually. Hang on. I'm just messing everything up today. And then we just... There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we have here our lovely dashing sword with canvas, all that jazz. What we want, what I might actually do is add in a like a white. Nope. A little tiny white. Ooh, that was not right. A little tiny shine on the ruby. I mean, it's going to be hard to see anyway, but it's fine, whatever. So Control S to save. Oh, it's not Control S. How do I turn these off again? Okay. Hello, Dusty Baby. Hello, Dusty Baby. Hello, baby. Dusty Baby. Dusty cuteness. I don't know if I can spin this around. I want to pull this forward and throw that back, and it's very tricky to do that. So it's just the opacity. So I can rotate it. Oh, no. Doesn't go how I want it to go. I wonder if there's a better way to do it. I might have to use another program for the spin. Save. Thought you meant spin in a circle. What you're suggesting would be like shrinking and stretching things to make it look like a 3D spin. Yeah, like a 3D spin. I want it to like spin on an axis around and around, like slowly though. And I'm wondering if DaVinci Resolve might be best for this. DaVinci Resolve making PNG spin. 3D spin. Let's have a look real quick. Hang on.
How you turn your logo or image into a 3D animation in DaVinci Resolve. Let's go. Select your clip, go to the Fusion page, select Media In, hit Shift Space and type in Image Plane 3D, hit Enter. Select Image Plane 3D, Shift Space, type in Duplicate 3D, Enter. Select Duplicate, change the copies.
Okay, I can do it in DaVinci Resolve. We're gonna do that today. Because if I can get the 3D thing done, we can lock in and say that is the sword complete. Okay, let's go to... New project, 3D image making, create. Okay, so we're gonna add, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Hang on, let me make it so you can see what I'm doing. Hello, so welcome to DaVinci Resolve. This is where we're going to be making the sword 3D. So I'm going to grab our sword, I'm going to put it into here. I'm going to put it, he said to go to Fusion, put your image in. What did he say next? Hang on.
How you turn your logo or image into a 3D animation in DaVinci Resolve. Let's go. Select your clip, go to the Fusion page, select.
Okay, so I first have to make this as a clip. So in the media tab, in the cut section, I want to shove this in. By default, it's 5 seconds. That's fine. Go to Fusion. This goes, okay, that's fine. And then
Media In, hit Shift Space.
So and
type in image.
In here, click this. Shift Space, image. Oh my god, there's way more than what he went for. Hang on, give me a sec.
Plane 3D.
Okay. Plane 3D.
Hit Enter, select.
Enter. Okay, and then
Image Plane 3D, Shift Space, type in Duplicate 3D.
oh, okay. Click Shift Space, duplicate 3D, add. Oh my gosh. Hang on.
Enter, select Duplicate, change the copies to 50 and the
Select duplicate, change copies to 50. Hang on.
Translation, set offset.
Hang on.
3D, enter, select duplicate, change the copies to 50 and the translation set offset to 0.002. Select.
Okay, hang on. So then Z translation offset is 0.002. Just double checking.
Select duplicate 3D, shift space, type in transform 3D, select this.
Okay, buddy. Select, shift space, transform 3D, enter, and you can hear what he's saying, so that's good.
Dot here to make it visible. Go to the beginning of your clip, hit a keyframe on those rotation parameters you want, in my case only Y, and go to the end of your clip. I type in 360 for a full rotation. As you can see, my logo is now rotating for one full spin. Just select transform 3D, shift space, and type in render 3D, and now
Hang on. I got lost after that bit. Hang on.
this dot here to make it visible. Go to the form 3D, select this dot here.
Select this dot here. Oh, hang on. Oh. Hang on, it's small. And my mouse is driving me insane again. I think I messed up by... Okay. Hang on. So what does he say next? Sorry, let me follow this to the...
Visible. Go to the beginning of your clip, hit a keyframe on those.
Right, go to the beginning. Go to the beginning.
Here to make it visible. Go to the beginning of your clip, hit a keyframe on those rotation parameters you want, in my case only Y, and go to the end of your clip. I type in 360.
Okay. And then at the end, why have I? No. Hang on. Do. And then I want this. You wanted this to be 360.
For a full rotation. As you can see, my logo is not rotating for one full spin.
Hang on. So if I now go here and press play, I can't see it. How do I zoom? Hi, Gumi. Welcome in. Let's go way in. No. How are we doing? We're trying to learn how to make pixel art into 3D, and it's freaking driving me insane because I can't see it. It's because it's too small. Let me go back to the beginning. Maybe his how big was his PNG though? That's the question. He never shows you how big his PNG was. So I don't know how big my PNG needs to be. Thank you. I made it. Thank you so much. How big is his PNG? It's hidden on his. It's hidden. That's annoying. Fusion. Okay, it's fine. We'll continue with the tutorial from where we left off.
Make it visible. Go to the beginning of your clip, hit a keyframe on those rotation parameters you want, in my case only Y, and go to the end of your clip. I type in 360 for a full rotation. As you can see, my logo is now rotating for one full spin. Just select transform 3D, shift space, and type in render 3D.
Okay, so select transform 3D, shift space, render 3D.
And now just connect the render 3D to your media out, and you're done.
And you're done? I don't see a difference. I thought something was meant to, like, you know, change or whatever. I don't see a difference. How do I get rid of the fact that I've got this up? Okay, so does he say how to export?
Oh, like and follow if you want to.
Friend.
3D, and now just connect the render 3D to your media out, and you're done. Oh, like and follow if you want to.
I don't think that should be there. Because he said only select this. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can export this. Export fusion composition. So that doesn't actually help me. Sir, you know what? You don't help. DaVinci's own.
Today I'm going to show you how to create and animate a 3D logo in DaVinci. Go over to Fusion, then hold Control and push.
Wait.
So
Have
I've
we
already
just
added a two-dimensional logo to my timeline that I want to make 3D. Go over to Fusion, then hold Control and push space. Type in Image Plane 3D and click on Add. Now hold Control and push space again. Type in Duplicate 3D and add that effect as well. To make our logo 3D, go over to Controls and change the value of copies to 100. Then under Translation, change the value of Z offset to 0.002. Now go back to the Tools menu and search for Transform 3D and add the effect. Click on this dot under Transform, and if we go over to Controls, we can play with the Y rotation to see our new logo in 3 dimensions.
But again, it doesn't say how big that needs to be. This is a 150 by 150. How big is DaVinci's logo in their file, do you think? Surely not too big, right? If I go to desktop documents, maybe? No, it'll be under program files, won't it? Blah blah blah. Program files 86. Is it under this one? I don't see it under this one. There it is. How big is your logo? friends. That's what I need to know. Where's your logo then? Oh, my back is tense. Hang on. Oh, stretching. Oh, sorry, Dusty. So sorry, Dusty. There you go, Dusty. There you go, boy. Drink your water. Oh, dear. Trying to find where it'll be. Image format? Nope. Fusion? Nope. Oh, hang on. Template? A template bundle. How do I find that? Import. Okay. And if I go here, and then I go... Nope, that wasn't right. Order meal groceries, cross-finish, you get this meal plan approved on your healthcare for low sodium meal delivery. Oh, that'd be great! Yeah, that would be really good for you, Mira. I hope so too.
To animate our 3D logo, click the keyframe button next to Y rotation and change the value to 0.
Lift in space, man. I was going nuts. Oh, hang on. This person had to switch their renderer type to hardware renderer for it to work. Hardware. I can't even see. Setting. Multiply. Today's overcast and you love it. An outlier because you love dreary weather. I think I'm similar in a way. Okay, even that tutorial didn't help. Do I just need to continuously increase the size? Like skins? No. There's gotta be logo somewhere. Plugins. Okay, I'm gonna search in here. Logo. None. Okay. Da Vinci. Image. Because most people just name it image. What's this? Images. Not it. Alright, hang on a minute. Okay, so I think it's too small. I guess. Nothing. Wait. Nothing. No spin at all. I don't get it. Alright, that. I should be at 0. And this, specifically here at the end, should be 360. But it's not doing it. And I don't know why. I can manually. Look at that! Oh my god! Oh, that looks so good! I just need to get the animation to work! So here... Here... That render range? No, that's not it then. Transform for there should be 0. Transform for here should be the 360. Okay.
A new follower has joined the kingdom.
Marge Simpson, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so then if I... it's still not doing it. I'm trying to learn how to animate pixel art right now, and it is driving me insane. Duplicate 3D renderer. So down there should be... That's the baby! Come on up. Oh, I got you, baby. Oh, yes. Big kisses for my boy. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the food, Marge. I didn't see that. I missed it. My bad. Nom 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 nom. So I need to pick what? What am I picking? What am I picking? Pick. Keyframes. Da 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 da. Wait, this background wasn't meant to come with it. I don't get it, because if I rotate it like this, it works. I just need to get it to rotate normally. From like that to that. You know? Let me see if there's another video about it. Did you post this week's schedule on Blue Sky? I haven't posted this week's schedule on Blue Sky in a very, very, very long time. I haven't done schedule posts so far. I can do them now if you want. I've forgotten what it's called. The thing I use. I gotta change this as well. I can feel it's getting to the point where I just want to say screw it and run away. Because now it's saying I need to go into Photopia and adjust the image. For like fucking 5 minutes. Get out of here. Try this one anyway. Okay, I think they had to do the preparation because they were... Sort itself. Nothing that comes from one stream. Yeah, that's true. Thirsty baby, I love you. You want some more? Oh, yeah, I can give you more. Okay. There's more tuna water. Yeah, more tuna water. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it there then. Oh, what was it I used to post everywhere? Oh my god, I can't remember the website I used to use. I'm streaming Thursday. I'm back Thursday. Okay, let's close. this. Let's bring our sword into this space. 150 by 150. Well, that's 170 by 170. Here we go. There's our sword, everybody. I know appointment tomorrow, so there's a missing stream this way. That's good. So today we made a sword, and here it is, everybody. Da, 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 da. So this should be the sword that pops out. Well, I haven't even got to that part yet, but we're setting it up so that eventually we're gonna have it so that we're gonna have a chest that's gonna come up on screen whenever you buy like a pet or an item or a class. The lid's gonna open, and then the item will be like, hang on, and then it'll be like, doo 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 doo. So instead of maybe doing the rotation like I wanted, we just do the doo 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 out of the chest. You know, maybe that would be better. By the way, we made a sword today in pixel art. That's amazing. I'm gonna close Aseprite. I'm gonna close DaVinci Resolve. That's starting to do my head in. That is. Close it now. Get out of here. Get out of here. Blimey. Get rid of that. Why can't I remember the name? Also, Saturday's stream is the shirtless stream, so don't miss it, because I'm gonna be obviously shirtless. Topless. Sorry, topless. I can't say shirtless. Topless. Oh yeah. It's not LinkedIn. What do I use for posting? What is that thing called that I use for posting? Notifications. What was Blue Sky Ping? And of course I don't have it saved anymore. Search history. Oh yeah, I actually got a message from Yomu. Maybe being patient. I love it. No problem. Yomu. Thank you for your hard work so far. Hope you feel better soon. It's gonna drive me insane. What is it I actually use to post everywhere? Hit chord. Hang on. Resources. Schedule. 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 God. Trying to find. I messaged in a server about what I use for scheduling posts, and I'm trying to find it. Buffer, that was it. I knew it started with a bloody B. Fucking hell. Let me post my schedule now on my social media. Purging out, and I'm gonna save this as a bookmark because I cannot afford to lose that again. That's how bad my memory is, everyone. Yes, you are correct. That is a very much a holy shit, what the fuck. A schedule! I think I'm just gonna do a wild schedule appears, and then I'll do art, because tag your artists, everyone. If you don't, I will find you, and I will look at you with sadness and disappointment. There it is. Customized for each network, blah 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 blah. And post now. Oh, sorry, it's just there you go. There's no shop. What's this? Okay, so schedule has now gone out. It will now be in the Discord server as well, under this, which is good. I don't think I need to do anything here. No, I don't think so, at least. Gosh, I haven't posted a schedule in a long old... Oh, wait, I don't normally post it there, do I? I post it on important updates. Yeah, webtoon recommendation for this week is Boo Keeper, everybody. So this is a very, 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 very cute... Congrats, you have a wolf. It's a very, very cute BL. It has... Each chapter is rather short, but there are a lot of chapters. So... I think you'll enjoy it. If I quickly show you... Hang on, if I show you some of it. So this is what it looks like. Very cute star. If I go back to page 10 where the star is. Where was the start? I believe... Gosh, there's so many. But it's really cute. It's a romantic slice of life, and it's a BL as well. Hang on. 28 pages. So here we go. Chapter 1, Part 1. And this is by Hara Hara. So this is all about Ari. He wants to change himself. He decides to get a job at a secondhand bookstore. And he ends up dating the owner because they are perfect for each other, in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, so yeah, I know today's stream's kind of been a bit of an odd one. I can only apologize for that, to be honest. It is what it is, but I hope you enjoyed some of the art we were doing. And we'll be back to regular me on Thursday, so I will see you all then. Until then, though, let's go raid Owl. Who are we gonna raid? We'll probably raid out to have a look. Yeah, let's go out to Isla. Isla la 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 la. Raid message, and I will take us to the end screen. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support. It really does mean a lot. Yeah. Today was kind of a brain overload with all the learning. I think Mira was right in terms of, like, I should have stopped after the pixel art. But at least now I know the next pixel art stream, I'll simply work on the pixel art, finish it, and move on to something else. Thank you. Alright. Have a pleasant rest of your Tuesday, everybody. I thought it was Monday then. Oh my gosh. Have a pleasant rest of your Tuesday. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.